6.0 Super Duty diesel, covering the AC again. My last video, I did the compressor, kind of did a walkthrough of what you needed to do. It's getting hot out here in Texas, so again, I logged onto YouTube and tried to find some videos explaining, the orifice tube and also the low side and high side of the AC system, and couldn't find anything really too specific to this motor. So I did a lot of research and this is what I found. Again, this is my truck, I'm doing everything on my own. Your truck, your responsibility, but I'm just putting this out there for information purposes. Hopefully this helps somebody out, keep their kids cool, as this is my main concern. I haul my son around, so let's dive into it. First off, starting down by the compressor, we had those two lines coming in. You look down in here by the compressor, got your line going down right here, which is to your high side, okay? Then you've got your larger line right here, which runs up to your low side and to your dryer, okay? Which is technically your low side. You have your low charging port, your low pressure switch. You also have a high pressure switch that's kind of down here right around the compressor, which runs up in hard lines right here to your condenser. So the condenser's right in front of your radiator. If you pull up this black plastic right here, you'll find it. I ended up having to replace this guy after I did my compressor, just because everything was really old and I did find a bunch of dents in the front of it. So rather than waste Freon and charging this thing up, I just went ahead and bought a new one. Not too expensive, I think it was about $100 or so. But again, that's your high side. Everything's gonna come back over here and then eventually lead to your orifice tube. So this tube right here was another thing I couldn't really find online, as far as removing it or exactly where it was located. But it has this special holding tool that comes from the factory that just comes right off. It's got two clips on the side. But you're gonna need to go get you a set of these AC and fuel line removers. I got these real cheap at Napa, but the size you want is 5/8, okay? That's the size that is missing from there. That's the size that is still on the line itself. So I pulled the old one out. I used a pick. Some guys tend to use needle noses. When I pulled this thing out, there is a lot of metal. I don't know if this thing's going to focus on it or not, but that's due to that old AC compressor locking up on me in my other video. So new ones right here in the package. Basically it just goes in there just like that, the way it came out, right in that tube. Anytime you crack these AC systems open, you always want to replace these O-rings. I've got a whole bag of them. I'm going to go through and replace them all. But again, this is a 5/8 fitting. The bolts on the condenser to replace it are 13s. Just got to go ahead and seal everything back up and pressure up, and this thing should be blowing nice and cold. I hope this helps somebody else, in the future, as far as, understanding the AC system. Again, I'm not an AC guy. This is just me doing research and just trying to help y'all out. I hope y'all appreciate it.